Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll get a look at Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers as they take on Dak Prescott and the defending NFC East champs, the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas, massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys sit at 3-0 here as Dak Prescott brings out the offense. And Week 3 was the game you had, Charles, where they defeated Miami 31-6. Dak Prescott didn't have the perfect passer rating that he had the opening week, but still pretty efficient, 246 yards, and he threw for 2 scores.
And really got locked in the second half. In the first half, I think he and the Cowboys team actually pressed a little bit. Despite knowing that they were playing another NFL team, I think they felt like, okay, we can go out and get our statistics in this game. And they pressed it a little bit. Actually got a little greedy on his interception, trying to throw it downfield. But in the second half, locked in, played well, looked like the Dak Prescott we saw the first 2 weeks. He truly is ascending into the upper echelon of NFL quarterbacks.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Prescott rolling to his left. He may Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 19 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Charles, I want to go back to the Cowboys' 3-0 start here as their offense comes back out onto the field. As you said earlier, they started slow in the game against Miami. Good second half, but how about the ground game? They had 2 guys go over 100 yards rushing.
Yeah, Zeke Elliott, you expect. 3rd week back after, missing much of the preseason. He's in full form.
And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
D Ford, a lightning-quick edge rusher, has made his way from Kansas City to San Francisco, and no one happier than interior defensive lineman DeForest Buckner. That should free him up for more one-on-ones inside, and Ford's speed off the edge will surely make quarterbacks get rid of the ball a whole lot quicker.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
And what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. CD, let's dive a little deeper into San Francisco's 3-0 start to the season. And we were talking about it earlier, but hey, look, this is a team that could realistically make a push for something special this year. It's the first time they've been 3-0 since 1998.
Gotta love what they've done in putting this team together because they invested a lot of capital with the defensive line. A lot of first-round draft choices there. That's starting to come to fruition for them. Picking up D Ford in the offseason from Kansas City, that doesn't hurt one bit as well. And then on the back end, Richard Sherman at corner provides great leadership. And how about the improvement of Akello Witherspoon? Second-year player. He's really jumped his game up even though he got hurt in this one. This is a team now on defense that can help their offense because the offense turned it over 5 times and they still won the game.
And coming up, they've got an early open week, and then they'll host Cleveland in week 5. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Garoppolo gets this into the hands of Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the counter, Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. From the 45 on second down, Prescott. He finds Austin complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. First down, Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Garoppolo finding Goodwin, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Garoppolo is going to give this to Breida on the draw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
65.
On second and a couple. Garoppolo. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll try to run with Breida. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. In the last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. With that incompletion, we step league-wide for a second. I want to discuss Saquon Barkley's injury. Obviously, that hurts the Giants, who are having a quarterback change. And, look, Daniel Jones looked good, but they're going to need Saquon Barkley in that backfield.
In a big way. Not just as a runner, obviously, but his ability to catch the ball in the backfield, make plays in open space. 4 to 8 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Horrible news, not just for the Giants, but how about fantasy football teams? All right, if you got Saquon Barkley, many of you selected him at #1 in your draft. Now he's going to be out for a decent portion of the season.
You better hit your waiver wire and get Wayne Gallman quickly. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Elliott, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Marr able to put this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Here we go. 11.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Breida. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down Cowboys. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 4th-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Prescott down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swain, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They were winning at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Here we go.
That one a first down pickup of 8 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the 2-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes this 26-year-old ball carrier. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Breida, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They run again with Breida. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
This is Breida, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They run with Breida, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.